Did you know that just 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise contains more calories than a medium-sized apple? And that's not even the worst part. Recent studies have linked regular mayonnaise consumption to increased risk of heart disease, obesity, and metabolic syndrome. But before you throw away that jar sitting in your fridge, let me tell you the full story about mayonnaise. Because what I'm about to reveal will completely change how you think about this creamy condiment. I'm about to take you on a journey through the fascinating, controversial, and surprisingly complex world of mayonnaise. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether mayo is your friend or foe. Let's start with the elephant in the room, the negative effects that have researchers concerned. Picture this. You're at a summer barbecue, and someone's potato salad has been sitting in the sun for 3 hours. What happens next? Food poisoning outbreaks. The CDC reports that mayonnaise-based foods are responsible for approximately 20% of foodborne illness cases during summer months. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Here's what really shocked me when I dove into the research. A single tablespoon of regular mayonnaise packs 94 calories. That's nearly 100 calories of pure fat. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who consume mayonnaise regularly are 23% more likely to develop metabolic syndrome. But wait, there's more. The high omega-6 fatty acid content in commercial mayonnaise can trigger inflammation in your body. Dr. Sarah Martinez from Harvard Medical School explains that when omega-6 to omega-3 ratios are imbalanced, which happens with excessive mayo consumption, it can lead to chronic inflammation, linked to everything from arthritis to cardiovascular disease. And here's something that'll make you pause before reaching for that mayo packet. The average jar of mayonnaise contains enough sodium to make your blood pressure monitor beep an alarm. We're talking about 105 milligrams per tablespoon, and let's be honest, who stops at 1 tablespoon? But here's where the story gets interesting, folks. Because while I was preparing to write Mayo's obituary, I discovered something that completely flipped my perspective. Mayo isn't just surviving, it's thriving. And there might be some legitimate reasons why. Let me blow your mind with this. Mayonnaise can actually help your body absorb nutrients. A groundbreaking study from Purdue University found that adding mayonnaise to salads increased the absorption of carotenoids, those powerful antioxidants found in vegetables, by up to 300%. Yes, you heard that right. 300%. But that's not all. The fat content in mayonnaise, while high, contains vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects your cells from damage. 1 tablespoon provides about 8% of your daily vitamin E needs. And here's something that surprised even me. Mayonnaise made with eggs provides choline, a nutrient that 90% of Americans don't get enough of. Choline is crucial for brain health, memory function, and even fetal development during pregnancy. Plus, and this is important, mayo is naturally gluten-free and can be a safe option for people with celiac disease who struggle to find flavorful condiments. Now, this is where it gets personal, because the question isn't whether mayo is good or bad, it's whether it's right for you. Who should consider mayo? If you're an athlete or someone with high energy needs, the calorie density of mayonnaise can actually work in your favor. I spoke with sports nutritionist Dr. James Chen, who works with Olympic athletes, and he told me that mayo can be a quick way to add healthy fats and calories for people who struggle to maintain weight. People with eating disorders recovering from restrictive patterns often benefit from mayo's calorie density and palatability. It can help restore a healthy relationship with fats. And here's an interesting one. If you're following a ketogenic diet, mayo is actually a godsend. It's high in fat, virtually 0 carbs, and can help you maintain ketosis. Who should avoid or limit mayo? If you have cardiovascular disease, the American Heart Association recommends limiting mayonnaise due to its high saturated fat content. A study of 50,000 participants found that those with existing heart conditions who consumed high amounts of mayo had 15% higher rates of cardiac events. People with diabetes need to be careful too. While mayo doesn't directly spike blood sugar, the calories can contribute to weight gain, which worsens insulin resistance. And if you're trying to lose weight, mayo is calorie-dense without being filling. Dr. Lisa Park's research at Stanford shows that people underestimate mayo calories by an average of 40%. All right, folks, it's time to separate fact from fiction. I've gathered the most persistent mayo myths, and I'm about to set the record straight. Myth number 1. Mayonnaise will spoil instantly if left out. Commercial mayonnaise is actually more stable than you think. The acidic environment from vinegar and lemon juice creates a hostile environment for bacteria. A study in the Journal of Food Protection found that commercial mayo can safely sit at room temperature for up to 8 hours. However, and this is crucial, once you mix it with other ingredients, like in potato salad, all bets are off. Myth number 2, all mayonnaise is the same. Oh, if only it were that simple. Japanese mayonnaise uses only egg yolks, making it creamier and richer. European mayo often contains mustard. American mayo is typically sweeter. The nutritional profiles can vary by up to 30% between brands. Myth number 3, mayo is just empty calories. We've already busted this one, but it bears repeating. Mayo provides vitamin E, choline, and helps with nutrient absorption. Empty calories? I don't think so. Myth number 4, homemade mayo is always healthier. Not necessarily. While you control the ingredients, homemade mayo lacks the preservatives that prevent bacterial growth. Food safety experts actually recommend commercial mayo for events and gatherings. Now, let me take you on a journey back to 1756, to the Mediterranean island of Minorca. Picture this. The 7 Years' War is raging, and French Duke Louis-François Armand de Vignereau du Plessis is celebrating his victory over the British at Port-Mahon. His chef, needing to create something special for the victory, feast combines eggs, oil, and vinegar in a way that had never been done before. They call it Mayonnaise, after the port city. And just like that, mayonnaise is born. But here's where it gets interesting. Mayo didn't become popular overnight. It remained a French delicacy for over a century. The real game changer came in 1905, when a German immigrant named Richard Hellman opened a delicatessen in New York City. Hellman's wife's mayonnaise recipe was so popular that customers started buying it by the jar. By 1912, Hellman was selling it commercially, but the real explosion happened during World War II. The US government promoted mayonnaise as a way to add calories and fat to ration diets. And here's a fact that'll blow your mind. The post-war economic boom coincided with the rise of suburban culture and backyard barbecues. Mayo became the foundation of American potato salad, coleslaw, and countless other dishes. It wasn't just a condiment, it became a cultural phenomenon. Today, mayonnaise is a $11.5 billion global industry. But here's what's fascinating about consumption patterns around the world. Russians consume an average of 5.1 kilograms of mayonnaise per person annually. That's more than 11 pounds. Compare that to Americans at 1.6 kilograms, and you start to see how cultural preferences shape consumption. In Japan, mayonnaise is so beloved that they have mayo-flavored Kit Kats, mayo ice cream, and even mayo pizza crusts. Kewpie Mayo, Japan's leading brand, sells over 1.5 million units daily. But here's the trend that's reshaping the industry. Health-conscious consumers are driving demand for alternatives. The global light mayo market is growing at 7.2% annually, while traditional mayo grows at just 2%. Europe is leading the charge with olive oil-based mayonnaise, while Asia is embracing avocado oil versions. The Middle East is seeing growth in tahini-based mayo alternatives. So here's the truth about mayonnaise. It's neither a superfood nor a poison. It's a tool. Like any tool, it can be helpful or harmful depending on how you use it. If you're active, healthy, and mindful about portions, mayo can be part of a balanced diet. If you have health conditions or weight concerns, proceed with caution. Remember, the dose makes the poison. 2 tablespoons daily? Probably fine for most people. 2 tablespoons per meal? That's where problems start. The power is in your hands. You now have the knowledge to make informed decisions about mayo in your diet. What's your relationship with mayonnaise? Are you Team Mayo or Team Anti-Mayo? Let me know in the comments below. And if this video changed your perspective on mayonnaise, hit that like button and subscribe for more food science content that cuts through the noise. Until next time, eat smart, live well, and remember, knowledge is the best ingredient in any recipe.